All right, here we go. What's the name of your band?
Against Empire. Against Empire.
Where are you guys from?
Los Angeles. California.
Los Angeles, California. From LA proper? Or?
No, like San Fernando Valley, near Hollywood.
The Valley.
Yeah.
So, what's the scene in LA like? It seems, from my experience, to be very kind of divided. Would you say that's true, or how would you describe the scene in LA?
You want to do separate ones, or
just however you want to answer it?
I think the scene in LA, Los Angeles is such a big city to begin with. I think there's a lot of cool bands, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on, but I think because it's so big, it can get very divided at times. But for the most part, everyone seems to work together, and it's not as separated as you would think. But because the city is so big, there's lots of different styles of punk.
Sure.
Not all of them.
Are there many shows that put those different genres of bands together on the same bill, or are the bills usually kind of, this is the crust punk show, it's a street punk show?
Depends on the promoter. Usually there's some promoters that stay strictly with crust or whatever the style of band is coming, and then there's actually people that are totally against doing that like to mix it up and get different types of bands, like raw punk with DB, with like crust, and then like black metal, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So like, it just depends on the people that are promoting, but there's also only a handful of promoters really out there right now, and they all kind of always stick to their same formula, you know what I mean?
I think typically if a certain band is on tour, they'll try to stick to bands in a similar genre. So.
Gotcha. So tell me more about, let's go back to Against Empire. You guys have been together, what, probably creeping up on about 10 years now?
Yep, almost 11 years now. It's been a long time, you know. We started when we were really young. We all learned our instruments together. This guy joined, you know, Dylan joined basically halfway through. He's been with us for almost 6 years. And
he also made it so that we were all comfortable in our own shell, like made it so that once Dylan joined, it was like, that's really the real formation, I think, of Against Empire. Because before we were just kids, like, and we're still fucking pretty much kids, just playing fucking punk and whatever comes out, but it's like, you know, the chemistry that worked between us three has worked so good so far that there's no reason to break up. We're all best friends. We all fucking, we haven't gone in one fight in the entire 30 days in a little band together. You know?
We've been together for almost 11 years, and I mean, our goal is to not break up. I don't think we're going anywhere, so whether you like us or don't like us, we're still going to come to your fucking town, and we're still going to fucking play whatever the fuck it is we're playing. So.
The name itself, Against Empire, you guys are a very politically motivated band. How important do you think politics is to music?
I think politics are, I wouldn't say are important to music, but in punk, I mean, at least with me, I always felt that politics were a big part of punk rock. I mean, that's just the way I grew up and the bands that I listened to. On a side note, though, you know, over the years, we've slowly stopped addressing political and social issues in between our songs because at the same time, we're at a punk show and we just, you know, we're here to get away from all the bullshit. We just want to have fun and get drunk and fucking rock out. So,
and everybody here already knows the same shit. That
I wouldn't
you know
say
what
everybody, but
not everybody. But I mean, you would like to think the punk community is on the same page.
Politics are important, and that's what I know, and that's what I'm going to write about. But when we're at a show, it's time to have fun and. Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna have a blast and I'm gonna play my guitar and we're gonna have fun.
Would you consider yourselves or even the band anarchists or an anarchist band?
I guess I would consider myself an anarchist. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean it's.
I mean, it's hard to be an anarchist in a capitalist society,
sure.
But it's, you know, I mean, the ideals are there, and fucking everything we strive for in our life, the way we choose to live our life, the small things that normal everyday Joe doesn't think about, you know, you try to make it play into your life, the places that you eat, what you support, what you spend your money on, what you do with your time, the people you associate with, all that is part of the whole anarchistic ideal, I think. And we fucking hang out with each other who are all on the same page. We like to sit around and play fucking kicker and fucking, you know, like,
we do the best we can, I think. I mean, everyone needs to work and everyone needs to pay bills. And
Right.
we do what we can. But
I think that's the key right there. Do what you can.
yeah,
Right.
do what you can. It makes sense, you know. I mean, I can't, you know. I think we've all sort of toned down our level of activism over the years, but you know, I know where my heart's at, and I think we all know what's right and what's wrong, and we do the best we can.
I think it's, you know, it's just natural within time that the older you get, the more you just naturally tone down, because you get more responsibilities, you get fucking relationships, you get work, or you have to get work if you want to fucking have a roof and food.
The risk of getting arrested at a protest starts to outweigh what else is going on.
Coughing up thousands of dollars of your money to the fucking state for something so minuscule, and like it's more. You know, you're more carefree when you're under 18, and it's everything you do is a slap on the wrist. And once you really start feeling those consequences, it just fucking, how much can you really deal with, you know? So
plus, it's hard to be an anarchist when you're supporting big corporations.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sure. I mean, there are the hypocrisies, I guess. But I think back to what you said earlier. Do what you can. Right.
The song topics are slowly changing away from politics to more of everyday life that we're going through.
But I think
whether it be friends with drug addictions or working and shit, that's what I think the lyric topics are pushing towards instead of politics.
But then again, I mean, everything that you sing usually about, the frustrations, the things that are lingering in your head, the things that you want to express, the things that fucking, and that all kind of stems from political surrounding, like, you know, the like you said about fucking working and like drug addiction. There are political fucking sides behind everything. I mean, it's the world we live in, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. Well, that's what it comes down to. That's what anarchism is about. It's trying to fucking live in a free world, or less restrictions on your life to enjoy your fucking life, because that's the only thing you're here for, is to enjoy your life. It's the only life you have, so what the fuck, you know? But yeah, it's like it's less about just going, like we used to write, well, he writes 99% of the lyrics, and used to anyways. Now we're all kind of trying to start taking a bigger part in it, but like we used to write more like Ozrotten style lyrics, where you just stick to like a big political issue and you attack it, and it's just like long sentences about that, you know. And now it's just more of like less taking a fucking paragraph of some information that you're trying to share with the world, and more about expressing your own life in this world, and what, not maybe just your own life, but the life of everybody around you, and what you experience and what you see. It's like, you know, so, oh yeah, sorry.
Instead of just stating the facts, we're giving our opinion.
Right.
You know, in our own words, how we feel about it. Instead of just saying this is what's wrong, this is what it should be. It's sort of how we feel about the entire situation as a whole.
Sure, and I think that's what keeps it fresh and real moving forward. So many bands have said war is bad, but to take it the next step, and I think war is bad because personalize it. And how does it make you feel? So let's wrap this up. So closing comments.
I would say, you know, check out our new music. You know, in the end, that's what this is all about. We're here to spread a message, I guess, but we're also here because of the music we're playing. So check out our new album. Just came out on Profane Existence Records. It's called Thieves and Leeches. It's definitely the best thing we've ever done. We're all very proud of it. We worked really hard on recording it. So check out our new music, and fuck it, we're not going to stop touring. We're going to be in your town at some point. So wherever you live, we'll be there.
All right, you're in my town now, and I'm here.
Yeah. Punk as fuck existence.
All right,
the punks.
Thanks, guys.